Sure, you want to make money from all of the things that you do for music, whether it's selling your music, your merch, your shows, subscription models, all of these things. But did you know that not all music products, services, and revenue streams are created equal? We're going to talk about that on today's episode. So you became or want to become a musician because it's what you love to do and it's what you want to make a reliable, sustainable, livable income from, right? And the passion that you have for music also needs to translate into a passion for the things that you do every day that move you closer and closer to that goal. But realize that not everything is going to bring you passion. You're not going to want to do everything. That's just part of the process. That being said, finding passion in as much of the things you do every day is going to help you stay interested and inspired by your story longer than if you were bored by more things every day. So make sure that you love what you do is 80% of your day versus only 20% of your day. Like I said at the beginning of this video, not all products, services, or revenue streams are created equal. In fact, some are going to bring you happiness and passion. Some may bring revenue and stability, but only some are going to bring both, right? So what that means is not all things that musicians can do to make money should be part of your business. You need to focus and you need to narrow it down to the things that you love the most and make the most money at. So let's look at an example so this is easier to grasp. Let's say you have 5 current revenue streams. 3 of them are generating the majority of your revenue. Let's say, once you write them down, it's live shows are making the bulk of it. Say, just for round numbers, $1,000 a month. Your Patreon is making $500 a month. Your direct music sales to fans are making $350 a month. Your merch is making $50 a month, and your streaming and royalties comes in last at like $5 a month, which is probably a little generous. So based on these 5 revenue stream examples, let's look at doing these next steps. Narrow your focus, like I just said. Shift your attention to improving the 3 that are making the most. Your live shows, your Patreon, and your direct-to-fan music sales. In order to do that, let's ask yourself some questions. Let's say, how often are you playing live? Can you play more or increase your per show per pay? That would impact your live show revenue. How many subscribers do you have on Patreon? And can you find ways to enhance their experience or attract new subscribers? That would take care of the Patreon. And for the direct to fan music sales, do you communicate with them enough to maintain interest or grow the sales? Make sure you're building a relationship with those who do buy from you. Now, for the other 2, consider, are there ways to improve them? Are they worth keeping around? Usually most musicians like having merch and the fans love having merch. So consider swapping out or improving your merch for something that may perform better. T-shirts not doing well? Try mouse pads. And maybe it's the opposite. Who knows? You don't know until you try and see what the market of your fans really wants you to provide to them. Now to address the small elephant in the room, the royalties and streaming income. Don't necessarily stop collecting them, of course. I mean, especially if they're making you a few bucks here and there. They're an occasional bonus. But do not waste your time or energy worrying about the fact that they're not supporting you, because chances are they're not going to. So don't put your energy into something that's not going to work anyway. Remember, when you trim the fat, focus on less things, and bring equal parts revenue and joy back into the process for each of those revenue streams that are producing well, you're going to build a much more lean and efficient music business, and you're not going to lose your mind. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions or just a comment in general, and appreciate you tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.